What is up, y'all? Welcome back. Hope y'all been good. So today I've got to do some prep on the sedan because Limerock is 2 weeks away. Finale of the Northeast Time Attack series, which I am currently points leader by I think 11 points. So I got to win this next one, or at least come in third. But you got to go for gold. So I'm going for the win. But I've got to change these brakes. These brakes are pretty much Dunsky. I mean, I can probably get away with some more, but there's a lot of heat checks in them. They're starting to get some cracks, some bigger ones like here. See this one over here, that one there. So I bought new rotors, some new pads, and as I go over this, I'll show you guys. Wow, that was loud. Anyways, as I go over this, I'll show you guys how I change it out on this two-piece setup. And I'll go over what pads I'm running. So yeah, let's get some new pads and rotors in this girl. So just to go over the brake kit that I have, this kit is from a company called R-Crew. You can purchase it from either R-Crew directly, I believe ICB Motorsports, and Checkered Sports. But anyways, I bought these used from a buddy of mine in California from ATS Garage. Bought them used. So what R-Crew makes is the bracket that the caliper bolts to and the hat are both from R-Crew. And obviously the caliper is an Alcon 4-piston caliper. And the rotor, to be honest, I don't know where they got it from, but I had to buy my replacement rotor from ICB Motorsports. This kit specifically, I absolutely love it. You know, there's a bunch of other big brake kit options out there. There's Stop Tech, you know, you can go with some spoon calipers, whatever your choice is, endless, whatever it might be. But I personally like this one. I ran the spoon calipers a while back, and they were good. You know, the only thing is they ran an Integra Type R brake pad. I had the twin block, so I had to use an Integra Type R brake pad. And I just wanted something with a little more surface area on the brake pad because I was worried about heat issues. And obviously a larger rotor will help dissipate heat. So I ended up picking up this kit, and I've got to say I absolutely love it. Nothing against the spoon kit because I really didn't have any issues with it. But this I just figured would take my braking to the next level, and I really feel like it has. So kudos to R-Crew putting together this kit. Now I'm just going to remove these two bolts here. Got one here, one down here, and then I can pull out the caliper, and then the rotor's going to slide right off when we bring it over to the bench. All right, got my stuff out on the bench. Got the old pads out. Just for comparison, let me show you how much use I got out of these. Look at that. Think I got enough use out of these pads? You could see why I was hesitant to run them for this last event at Limerock. Anyways, I run Hawk DTC 60 pads. These are in a B-type frame. I don't know if that really matters to you guys, but that's the pad necessary for that rotor. For that caliper. So I've got my new rotor here. They come specific left and right. So this is my right side. And I've got these little bolts that go all the way around. They use a specific type of socket for this kit. It's an E-type socket, so it's an E8. It's basically like a reverse Torx. So that fits right here on the rotor, nice and snug. On the hat. And then on the back, it's just an 11 millimeter. So I'm just going to back all of these out, separate the hat from the rotor, clean up this rotor, and then put the hat on the new rotor with new hardware that's provided. All right, new rotor is on, looking fresh as ever. If you guys noticed, as I went around torquing them, I took my paint marker and I put a dot on each one so I knew which one was torqued. And then what I did was, once I torqued them all down, I went around them all over again just to make sure that they were torqued and everything was settled. And then I put what we call torque marks. So I know these will probably end up getting covered with brake dust just like the rest of this hat is. But what these do is, while I'm out on the racetrack, you know, they might move. You know, I looked up the torque spec, got the right torque spec, so, but you never know, stuff happens. So at least I would be able to look at the bolt and say, all right, this one moved, or this one moved, or none of them moved, you know? So that's why I like to put little torque marks on them. I do this with most of my bolts. Now to put this back over there, and then put the new pads back over there, and then do it all again for the other side. All right, brakes are back in place. New brakes are on. New pads are in. For those of you wondering just how to take these pins out, well, not pins, there's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts in the back, then these 2 pins come out, pads slide in, and then you put it all back together. It's good to go. So yeah, new rotors are in, pads are in, spacer's on, and I'm just about ready to go. Well, brakes are on, car's back on the ground, pedal feels good. Now we're gonna take it for a little test drive and make sure everything's good to go. Back home from a little drive. Car ran like a champ. So I've got a few more days until Limerock. What's today? Today is Monday. Limerock is Saturday. So I've got a couple days to finish getting the car ready and then just pack up all my stuff. And then off to Limerock we go. Looks like it might rain, so we might be in for some wet track time. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next one because the next one should have some good stuff in it. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.